This is my first lobster season. This is our first string that we have in the water. Now it's just us, the glow of the bioluminescence, the sound of the waves under the stars and the moon. It's gonna be a great night. With the first string of pods in the water, it's a waiting game. And this is what we pull: dinner and sweet, sweet lobster. This one's legal. It's got a head of 3¼ inch. So we put it in the bait tank and save it for later. The rest of the shorties get thrown back in the ocean to grow and be caught again. A lobster card is required when lobstering. This is what they look like. You're going to record your location and the amount of lobster that you catch on your card every time. Now to show you how to process. Unfortunately, when you're eating meat, death is required. To kill these ethically, you put a knife through the head, as shown, and then separate the tail by twisting and pulling. This is a little graphic, but if you have a problem with it, I suggest you stop eating meat. Here's a better look. Pop, pop, twist is kind of how the tail goes, and there's all that meat right there. Lobsters have a neat little trick. Their antennas can be used as deveiners. So you break them off at the proper diameter, insert and pull, and remove the vein. Now you've got a clean lobster tail. An easy way to process your lobster is to make a small incision at the base of the tail, right here at this rough spot. They all have it, it's easy to find. Anchor your knife there and slowly crack it forward, making as shallow as an incision as possible. With a good grip on the lobster, you're going to want to pop the tabs at the base of the tail, exposing the meat. This is going to help you open up the top of the shell. Then you crack the ribs on the belly, loosening up the meat from the underside. This is going to help you pull the flesh from inside the shell, as I show you here. This one was a little bit tricky, so I'm going to speed it up. A trick I learned to make this easier is sufficiently chill your lobster before trying to pull the tail out. When it's chilled, it pops right out and it's going to lay on top of the shell really nicely. Once all your meat is out, you're going to want to close the shell and lay the meat on top of the shell. This is going to provide a surface for steaming. In conclusion, learning to harvest lobster from the sea was super gratifying. I'm really glad I did it, and I'll definitely be doing it again. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed my video. I hope you learned as much as I did. Please subscribe and follow along as I take more journeys in nature.